And we told you that Crete would be struck between Crete and Cyprus with a 5.3. Well, the 5.0 hit 4.9. That's well within parameters of where we're looking magnitude-wise, which means there is 5.0 potential backed by 4s all the way out to Iran coming back into South Europe. What does this mean for South Europe? What does this mean for Italy specifically? Well, I want you to look to your east. Look to your east. What do you see, Italy? You see a 5.6, a 5.0, and a swarm of 4s going all the way back 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles. Well, I've told you in the past, we can compare this to a flood. So if you see a flood of seismic pressure, if you look out to the east and you see a massive deluge of rain, and you live along the ravine, you know that water is going to be coming your way. The same thing goes for this pressure. The pressure is going to be coming your way in the next few days. So you're about to go back up in swarm and back up in magnitude. So not only are you going to see your swarm skyrocket, you'll probably see several hundred smaller earthquakes develop out. When I say smaller, in the 2 to 3 range. You'll probably see several hundred increase, plus the potential going up to 4.7, 4.8. Now, I'm not factoring in the 5.6, since I really do think most of the pressure from the 5.6 is going to be traveling up to the northwest. It may add a little punch to it, which would take it to 4.9 in Italy to maybe even 5, if the 5.6 plays in. But it's right on that bend. Which way is it going to go? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no way to detect which way the pressure is going to go once it hits a region like this, where there's a bend that could easily allow for it to go both ways, since the pressure flows like water around things, around more solid surfaces, seeking a path of least resistance. That's another good way. We maybe not describe it as water. You can describe it as it's seeking out the path of least resistance. And in some cases, when it hits a fork in the road, it will go both ways and split the pressure. The pressure will be divided in half when it goes one way or the other, or 3/4 one way, 1/4 the other. I have no way to detect. Maybe there's some way to make a device of some kind that could be installed with seismometers in the future that could detect angle of the earthquake. I don't have those angles readily available for me to compute. Now, I'm sure they're probably somewhere, but which angle is the wave detected coming up from or down to? These are seismologist questions. I'm probably boring the heck out of you right now. Okay, anyways. So, Italy, you need to be on watch for upper 4. Let's just put it at 4.7 to 4.8. If it goes any higher, it will be because of this 5.6. And when I say any higher, it would just take it up a couple points to 4.9 to 5, most likely. So, next, let's see, how many days? Well, since that happened today, and today's the 27th, it's already the 28th over in Italy. So let's put a 48-hour on it, which means 28th, 29th. On the night of the 30th, we should have seen the increase occur and the larger of the earthquakes take place in Italy. Okay? Also, to the west, you're also going to see a re-excitement in South France at the Spain border, and you're also going to see an excitement from the English Channel into the North Sea. Now, I'm still looking for a 3.5. We may even see it go larger now because of the 5.6 down here. We're still looking for a North Europe earthquake at the Holland-Germany-Belgian border. Now, I don't have that information readily available. You know what? Let me go consult my international feed made possible by MC Player and Squeaks. And we'll go check the EMSC Mediterranean region last 50 earthquakes. See if there's anything smaller reported that I'm missing. Doesn't look like it. That's it. So, no activity yet up here in North Europe, which really makes me wonder, is it going to be larger, or are we going to see the 3.5 strike in the Belgium, Netherlands region, and the larger earthquake strike in Poland? Which is it going to be? These are questions I'm asking publicly because it's probably going to be both. Poland will be hit with the larger, and then the 3.5 will be hitting here at the border, and then the rest is going to transfer all the way up here to the North Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Only time will tell. Once the Spain border is hit, then pressure is going to follow our arrows out to the west, which, by the way, there was a 5.1 that struck directly on our red arrow that the USGS chose not to report off the coast of Portugal. Was that yesterday? Yeah, it sure was. It was yesterday. So you don't see it on the map here because they didn't report it. The only way we were able to find out about it was to use the seismologist page. You know, I'll see. I'll talk to Squeaks and MC Player. I don't know if this will be possible. It might not be possible. But to actually take the seismologist page from the EMSC and turn that into a feed.